I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Hey friends, David Shirey, author of the soon-to-be-released book, Rare Confidence. Today I want to talk to you about time management and, more importantly, understanding this chart I have here, which is really the time management quadrant. And what you're seeing here are 4 different areas that all of your activities, everything that you do, it falls into one of those 4 categories. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to go about your day, but the better that you understand where your activities fall in on this chart, you will be better equipped to plan out your day, and hopefully you'll become a little bit better in the time management area, which will make you more productive and eventually more successful. Now, number 1 is important and urgent activities. You know, these are things like important crisis. Now, there are unimportant crises we'll talk about in a minute, but important crises are things like, you know, are you bleeding? You know, if you're bleeding, that's important and it's urgent and you better deal with it right now. But when we're talking about work, we're talking about things like, let's say a week from today, you've got a huge presentation coming up. Well, it's important to start planning for that now. It's important to start putting your preparations, your team together, and whatever you need for that presentation right now. You know, things that are deadline driven, that are important to your job, to your company, or with your family. Those are the kind of things that are important and urgent. Now, number 2 here really is the area that people ignore more often, and it's really the most important. These are things that are important but not urgent. And I want you to think in terms of your long-term success, happiness, and your long-term health. It's the best example I can give you. You know, important. We all know it's important to exercise, but you know what? It's not urgent today that I exercise. But you know what? If you don't exercise today, if you don't eat right today, if you ignore all those things today, your cholesterol today, one of these days you're going to wake up and it's going to be urgent and there's not going to be anything you can do about it. You know, at work, it's like, you know, preparations for the future, planning for next quarter, you know, those sort of things. Relationship building, both at work and in life. Long-term things that are going to reap the benefits down the road that don't seem urgent today. Very important. Ignore it at your own peril. Number 3 are things that are not important, but they're urgent. You know, if you didn't plan on filling your gas tank up, but now you're on empty. Well, you know, how important in the overall scheme of things is getting gas. But you know what? It's become urgent because if you don't get gas, you're going to run out. Making sure you get your fantasy football league lineup in by 8 o'clock tonight because there's the first game of the weekend and you forgot. Come on. Is that urgent? Well, it is. You got to get it in. But how important is it? You know, there's a lot of things during the day, emails that somebody needs an answer to right away, but it's not that important to you, but it's important to them. You know, pressing matters. Many popular activities fall into this category. You know, you really want to minimize these kind of things. And also, number 4, things that are not important and they're not urgent. Man, this is trivial, busy work kind of stuff. You know, escape activities, time wasters. Do you play solitaire at work? You know, those sort of things. Are you BSing with your coworkers way too much? These are the things, almost everything that you do at work and in your life falls into one of these 4 categories. Again, I'm not telling you how to manage your day. I am asking that you understand these 4 so that you can better manage your day and your life. Until next time, David Shirey.
I got a feeling